Please welcome the next governor of the state of California, the Honorable Phil Angelides.
Today, I am laying out my plan to renew the promise of California. It's a plan that I will put before the people of this state and the legislature in my first 100 days as governor, so that unlike today, Californians aren't left with excuses and empty rhetoric for the last 100 days. My plan begins where it has to begin, cleaning up the budget mess that Arnold Schwarzenegger is leaving behind. As governor, I'll do what President Clinton did when he took office. I'll balance the budget. I'll put an end to Schwarzenegger's borrowing spree. I'll cut wasteful spending, crack down on tax cheats, and get rid of needless corporate tax loopholes. And I want to be clear, I'll restore tax fairness to avoid more cuts to education and health care and more harm to poor and middle-class families. I'll make couples who earn more than $500,000 a year each year to pay the same tax rate that Governor Reagan and Governor Wilson asked them to pay for just 3 years, so we can get back on our feet. And unlike the current governor, I will never spend money that we don't have. Everything I propose as governor will be fully paid for, line by line, dime by dime, within a balanced state budget. And then, once we have put the state back in the black, we can get back to the real business of government, helping people again. And I'm going to start by doing something Arnold Schwarzenegger has failed to do as governor and can't possibly afford to do while he is lining the pockets of his special interest friends. I will cut taxes and provide help for the middle-class families who have been squeezed by the Bush-Schwarzenegger agenda. And I'm going to begin by cutting taxes for the people who really need it. Up to $660 a year in tax relief for families earning up to $100,000 a year. I will roll back the Schwarzenegger college tuition and fee hikes, a savings of up to $5,000 for families with students at our great state colleges and universities. I will increase property tax relief for low-income seniors who rent or own their homes, the same tax rates Governor Schwarzenegger tried to cut. I will fight for a minimum wage that is permanently linked to inflation so people who work full-time are not pushed back into poverty. And I will work to expand health coverage step by step, starting with all children in the state of California. And I'll fight to curb rising health care costs so they don't take a bigger bite out of your checkbook with each passing month. Let me be clear. My first priority will be to ease the burden on middle-class families and to invest more in their future. Now, the second pillar of my plan is what Jack O'Connell talked about today, a world-class education. I have a real plan. I'll make sure the funding for our schools and our kids is there. And then I'll forge new innovations and initiatives so we can reach even higher, raising student achievement and reducing the number of public school dropouts by 25,000 a year by the end of my governorship. Recruiting 40,000 new and well-trained teachers over the next 4 years to raise up the teaching profession, attract talented professionals to our schools, and to make sure every child has a qualified teacher in the classroom. Expanding the number of Californians earning bachelor's and associate degrees by 40,000 students a year to give us a fighting chance in the fast-moving global marketplace. And third and finally, I'll make the smart investments that truly build the economy of the future. I see a California where we nourish economic opportunity by helping the small businessman in an inner-city neighborhood, by supporting scientific research, because the biggest breakthroughs come when we chase science to its own ends, and by putting this state in the vanguard of emerging industries such as alternative energy, an estimated $400 billion market worldwide. I will cut taxes for small businesses by up to $5,000 a year and expand microloans to create untold jobs and opportunity for the future. I will create a Clean California initiative to dramatically reduce gas and diesel use, making us the world leader in clean fuels and renewable energy. I will use the investment power of California's public pension funds, building on my success as treasurer, to invest in innovation and in our urban neighborhoods, making more out of taxpayers' money while we build the economy of the 21st century. And I will make smart investments in California's infrastructure to improve our economic competitiveness and our environment at the same time. What I'm proposing today in this campaign is a fundamental change in priorities, because we cannot afford 4 more years of Bush-Schwarzenegger economics. I'm running for governor to stop the gravy train. I'm running to put the state back on the side of hardworking people and to challenge the special interest status quo. We're going to win this race, and then we're going to go on to win something bigger for our children and our grandchildren. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, and keep the faith. Thank you.